Hello everyone. Today I want to give you my top 3 funny cards from the set Unglued. I have already did my top 3 funny cards for the previous sets, that is Unstable and Unhinged, and I'm going to leave in the description below a link for those 2 videos. Unglued was the first set released by Wizard of the Coast in the Un series. It is the first set with the silver boarded cards, and it was the first set that is non-tournament legal. Unglued was a huge success when it was released, and especially it features the first full art lens. So let's begin our top 3 funny cards from the set Unglued. Before going to my top 3, I'm going to give you some honorable mention about quite funny cards about the set. The first one is Bureaucracy. Bureaucracy, it's a complex card, even the mechanic, it's extremely complex, and that resembles the pure bureaucracy of government departments. O, it's a funny card, and the most funny thing is its mechanic. Whenever any creature damages a player, for each O card in play, the player says O once, or O deals 1 damage to him or her. If you play this and you attack, and you successfully hit the player, if the opponent doesn't say O, the card will deal 1 damage to you, to him or her. Have you ever noticed how some flavor texts have no relevance whatever to the card it's on? It's a very funny one. Charm School, it's another hilarious card. It's referring to the charms that you use in Magic the Gathering, but also to the charm of the individual. Here someone is trying to balance a book on its head so that they can walk straight, but at the same time they are trying to cast a spell. It's funny because you have to enchant the player with this card, and the funny part is that some people, even some people that I met, they need a charm school because I believe they are quite savage in their way of behavior. Giant Fun, another funny card. There's a giant fun in the background, and the flavor text says only a villain would unleash a giant fun on anyone. Bronze Calendar. This is funny because this is referring to some old stories about Magic the Gathering, that whenever a set was going to be released and an artwork is needed, someone would tell an artist, make me a card about a bronze calendar. Obviously, because of pronunciation, some words are spelled different, and therefore in this case the artist thought it was a coriander, a pasta coriander, so instead making a bronze calendar, he did a bronze coriander. It is funny when you consider how these things would happen at that time. Another one, Goblin Tutor, Goblin Bookie. The artwork is very funny because you have the bookie and he's bombarded with bets. Now let's begin our top 3. Interposition, I choose Goblin Tutor. There's a goblin that is teaching other goblins, and the card is referring to the tutor cards released in previous sets. Therefore, you can search for a goblin, enchantment, artifact, creature, source, instant, or interrupt. Interrupt at that time was sorcery. Interposition, I also choose another card, Jack in the Box. It's a tribute to the Mox. The Moxes released in the first alpha set, and Jack in the Box has the Moxes attached to his cap, and it can give you a white, a blue, a black, a red, and a green to your mana pool. Obviously, it should be Jack in the box, but they use it Jack in the box. In second position, I choose Jester Sombrero. Jester Sombrero, it is a reference to the card released in Ice Age. It is called Jester's Cap, and instead of a sombrero, instead of a cap, as you can see, this one is the Ice Age card. Instead of a Jester's Cap, we put him in a sombrero. He's a Mexican sombrero, and therefore Jester Sombrero. I choose another card in second position, another funny one, Ashnod's Coupon. Ashnod's Coupon, you sacrifice Ashnod's Coupon, target player get you target drink. You have to pay for your drink. Therefore, this card, you put it into play, you sacrifice it, and you have to ask another player to bring you a drink. And you need to pay for the drink. Also, in the small text in the bottom part, there is limited time offer, void where prohibited, limit 1 per purchase, valid only in participating duels. This coupon is non-transferable and invalid if shattered, crumbled, detonated, pilched, or otherwise disenchanted. Cash value less than 1/20 of a coin of a cent. Offer not valid in Quebec, Rhode Island, or where prohibited by law or the DCI. This is a very funny one when you're playing this set with your friend. In first position, the most funny card from this set, I choose Elvish Impersonators. Elvish Impersonators is a tribute to the King of Rock and Roll, Elvis Presley, but in this case, we are not referring to Elvis Presley, but we're referring to elves. So that's why it's an Elvish Impersonator. This card, I really like it. It's very funny, and it's a tribute to one of the most important singer and artist in rock and roll. And this is my top 1 funny card from the set Unglued. Leave me a comment below. What is your top funny card from this set? And stay tuned to my channel for more interesting video about Magic the Gathering. Thank you very much.